guys, how's it going? Dane's Great Journey checking back in. I want to make another video this week to talk about how to crush fear. Fear is something that's always going to be in our life, and I've made videos on this in the past. I maybe even have made a video on this in the last month or two, but I always think it's good to talk about fear in a lot of different ways until it can be conceptualized in your mind as something you can move past or move around or at least eliminate for the time that you're trying to do something that you're fearful of. So I was reading a book this morning and I wanted to share a thought from that book with you. And the book was Tribes by Seth Godin. It's all about creating tribes of people around an idea and a way to communicate and a way to connect. And those are like kind of the three things that encompass a tribe. But what Seth was talking about when it came to fear, which I thought was interesting, was everyone has fear. All leaders have fear. Everyone who's trying to do something or create something, even if you're a part of an organization, everyone has fear and it doesn't ever go away. Like, we're always going to have fear in our lives. But what I thought was interesting in terms of what he was talking about was he said these people who have fear, who create tribes or create things that matter in the world, whether that's the job title you have or the ability to create within an organization or the ability to create outside of an organization, was they talk themselves out of fear. They talk themselves out of that. So I want you to resonate and sit on that today and say, how can I talk myself out of this fear that I have? So whether that's, hey, I'm in an organization, I've been in my job for about a year and I really want a promotion, but I'm too scared to ask my boss. I'm too scared to step up and see what they might think because they might reject me. Well, how can you talk yourself out of that and say, hey, let's think about this for a second and say, what is the worst thing that can happen? Or, if I ask for this, they might say no. But if I don't ask for it, I will never know. You'll never get that answer. So I don't want to try and tell you right today how to think about this, but it's just an idea I wanted you to sit there on. And maybe it's an idea that can resonate with you because it resonated with me. How can you today, with whatever fear that's going on in your life or where it is most prevalent, whether it's in your career, whether it's going out and meeting a significant other, whether it's stepping up in your family to talk about an issue that's challenging, how can you talk yourself out of the fear of not doing it? And I'll give you one more idea. And one other thing I think is the biggest thing that helps me conquer fear is stepping up to the plate and taking as many at-bats as you can until you get comfortable doing the thing that you've always been scared to do. And I've talked about this in a video before, but that's the thing that's helped me the most outside of the one idea I'm sharing with you in terms of how you can talk yourself out of the fear, which is if you're scared to pick up the phone and call someone and ask them out on a date, start doing it over and over and over again. Even, feel the fear, do it anyways. Put yourself in that situation. But every single time you put yourself in that situation, going up to a girl and talking to her at the bar, or, making some phone calls, or asking for the sale if you're in sales, or, just having that open dialogue with your family, even though it might be scary what the answer is, the more times you get up to bat and you do that thing that you're scared of, it becomes conditioned in your body, it becomes conditioned in your mind as something that it's actually not that scary because you've done it. So the more, it's, again, repetition. I talked about this in a video before, repetitions, repetitions, repetitions. So, but the big idea here is how can you talk yourself out of the fear that's going on in your mind right now? It is Thursday. I wish you guys the best day. Go conquer that fear today. Why not wait? If you've watched this up to this point, go implement this right now. Talk yourself out of the fear. Go make it happen. I'll see you guys soon.